Now we're going to move on to lesson 69, and I'm going to go over this quite briefly because we did go over it a lot in class. This was when we talked about factoring trinomials. A trinomial is simply a term that represents something like this. It's a representation of a number that has three terms. Tri means three. So when we factor this, we're going to try to find two things that, when multiplied together, will give us negative 5x plus x squared plus 6. The first thing we have to do is we have to rewrite this. We want the x squared to be first. So we're going to rewrite this as x squared. Watching the signs, we're going to put the minus 5x here plus 6. So we have x squared minus 5x plus 6. Now if you remember in class, we're going to go ahead and put two sets of parentheses down here. We know we're going to have an x in both. And now, in class we talked about how we need to find two numbers when multiplied together give us this last number. At the same time, if you add them together, it gives us the coefficient of x, which is, be very careful here, watch the sign. The coefficient of x is negative 5, and this last number is plus 6. So two numbers, when multiplied together, give us 6, positive 6, and added together give us negative 5. So let's think of two numbers that multiplied together equals 6. We could say 6 and 1, because 6 times 1 is 6. But when we add those two together, that gives us 7. So that's not going to work. So what else is a factor of, what are the factors of 6? Well, we can say 2 times 3. 2 times 3 does equal 6, so that works. 2 plus 3 equals 5, but we need a negative 5. So what can we do to these two numbers? Well, what we can do is we can say negative 2 and negative 3, because a negative times a negative equals a positive. So negative 2 times negative 3 equals 6, but when you add them together, negative 2 plus negative 3, you get negative 5. So those are the two numbers we're looking for. And we simply put them into the parentheses like this. And so the factors of x squared minus 5x plus 6, this would be your answer. If you multiply x minus 2 times x minus 3, you will get x squared minus 5x plus 6. And I'll show you. First, you can multiply this x times x and get x squared. Then doing the distributive property, we're going to multiply this x times negative 3. So we get minus 3x. Now we're going to do the distributive property with a negative 2. I'll say it again. Watch the signs. Negative 2 times x is minus 2x. And negative 2 times negative 3 is plus 6. So now we have x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 6. We can combine these terms because they are like terms, which gives us x squared minus 5x plus 6. So that's how you factor a trinomial. You look for two numbers when multiplied together, give you the last one, and then the middle one, they're added. We're going to try one last one rather quickly. So if we have x squared plus 5 plus 6x, and in your homework it'll say to factor that. First of all, we have to write it in the correct sequence. We need the x squared first, and then we need the x. Watching the signs, we remember that it's plus 6x plus 5. Put in our parentheses. Think of two numbers. When multiplied together, give you 5. When added together, give you 6. 5 and 1 will work because 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 plus 1 is 6. So we put our x's in, and then those are both positive, so we say x plus 5 and x plus 1. Simple, right? Good luck.